Well, the name Hatch came out of a long discussion that we were having about how we wanted to engage with, the people in Stockton. And so we were thinking about other names, like craft this, craft that, California, but there's a nice grammar of some of the existing newer businesses in downtown Stockton. Like we're looking at like Huddle and Cast Iron, where it's like simple, small text, channel. So we were looking to kind of fit into that idea of using one or two simple words to describe the mission. Then there's also the side of it where it's like a pressurized space, like a submarine, going through the submarine hatch. And once you're inside, it's like things are happening and it's like it's a process, right? Okay. So it's kind of like that. And then there's sort of this other concept that kind of came into the conversation of a bunch of people coming together, cross-hatching to make a tapestry, right? Like a social fabric created of individuals. So, we had all those images swirling around and it was just like, yeah, Hatch makes a lot of sense.
Past year and a half that we've been here, we've just seen this whole new life come to downtown. Before, just walking outside of our building, we would never see people walking down the street. And even in the past year and a half, we're constantly seeing people walk down, and there's just this whole new energy of bringing art and life back to downtown, and new businesses are coming in, and people are moving down here. Affordable housing projects are happening downtown.
I was living in Seattle at the time. I was, playing the gig economy and just doing my own thing as an artist. And I had moved there from New York because I was just very frustrated by what I would call the techno-gentrification of modern American cities, which is something that obviously New York City, San Francisco are just beyond the fold. Seattle was a couple steps behind that, but when coming to Stockton, this is the real front of that conversation of techno-gentrification. Like, it hasn't come here yet. We felt when we got here that there was, a little maybe trepidation or a little cautiousness around us as outsiders, especially fitting into larger cycles of people from the outside coming into Stockton, meaning to make a difference, and then poof, they're gone in a couple of years. So we saw the production team as a really viable opportunity to, show people that we're here and we care, right? And to get for, people who might end up becoming our members or our students someday, just sort of, build just a baseline, like we're in the environment, we're a part of this place, we're not going anywhere.
At times it can be very challenging, and it can also feel like the world is on your shoulders. But my biggest advice to people who are starting a new business is to just stay very committed to the project and be able to be really adaptive. You will constantly hit peaks of where you feel like you're taking a step back, but in actuality it could be this one step back is right before those two steps forward. So just really want to encourage people to continue going with starting a new venture. It is a very daunting process, but it's also very rewarding. We do a lot of youth programming, and so through that we've been able to get a lot of funding through our 501c3 to support our youth education programs. I constantly am writing grants and getting additional funding for our programs. A big thing that we want to, big reason why we are a nonprofit is because we want to offset some of the costs associated with having a makerspace. A table saw, for instance, is close to $15,000, and as a new artist, that's not really something that you're able to do. So I think the most important thing to know about our entrepreneurship program is it really is for everyone at every stage, whether they're beginning artists or they're very established artists, whether you are looking to learn just how to go out and sell your products in a store, or how to start an online website, or to really start your online brand or your personal brand. And we also offer longer intensive training through Stockton Impact Corps, and then also Centro Community Partners, who really help our program participants create sustainable business plans and business models to really help support them in going after their ventures.
So my personal role is going to be like teaching students and community members about the relationship that we take to the machines. Okay. So in that specific context, what I can say is that the gloss factor of digital fabrication machines is the first thing that we get past. It's like, it's cool, it's fun, it's exciting, but that's not the point. We have these machines to, expand our production capacity and to do things that you would never be able to do by hand in a reasonable amount of time or ever.